So it's funny, we talk a lot of times in church language about lofty things, evangelization, discipleship. We use a lot of churchy language, churchy things, but I think sometimes we lose sight of just the basic idea of just sometimes we just need to be chill. So one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you is you had that sense of when you were in college of throwing a party. That's how you kind of gathered people. So why don't you just talk about that a little bit, just throwing Catholic parties in college, gathering friends around you. Talk a little bit about that.
So I think first to understand kind of my experience of maybe throwing a party as a Catholic, I want to explain a little bit about my college experience. So when I went to college at North Carolina State, I got there and I checked out the campus ministry once or twice, but I really didn't feel like it was the right fit. I'd kind of come out of a really intense Catholic environment in high school, and I had this idea of being completed or not really needing anything else in my faith. So after a couple of years of being on campus and kind of just seeing what was out there, I really felt called to rekindle my faith or experience a moment of reconversion, I would call it. In that first year I was involved with the ministry, I remember going on this big retreat, right? It was called Awakening. And there's just a great sense of community there, except then when we got home that weekend, it all went away. And I was like, well, we're never all in the same room anymore. We're never all together. We're never in this big environment. And through my first couple of years of college, I had really enjoyed going to a lot of parties. Now, some of the things that would always happen at these parties, I wasn't always super comfortable with, but I never saw any reason with getting a big group together, a big group of people together to, have a good time, have a couple drinks, play some loud music even, and, just enjoy each other's company. So the weekend after that retreat, we invited every single person over to my place that went on that retreat. There was about 120 students. We had about 85 people show up to a little townhome in downtown Raleigh that really couldn't comfortably fit more than 30. So we were all crammed in like sardines, worrying about getting a noise complaint. But I remember waking up the next day, just thinking about, the night before and just really thinking that it was just a really good time and that there's just so many fun faces there and there were so many people I enjoyed being around, and it just, really made me aware that, being Catholic doesn't mean we can't have fun.